Hi, Leo. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for January 2026. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in January and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there, so you might want to check that out. This recording is for Leo Sun, Leo Rising, and Leo Moon. I'm using the Hanson Roberts Tarot deck in this reading. All that being said, Leo, now on to your January 2026 Psychic Tarot reading. First card you have is the Queen of Pentacles, and this is an earth sign person, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you if you have a sun, moon, or rising sign that is an earth sign. It could also be you if you're born on the cusp of Leo and Virgo. For some reason in January, you may feel like I have to do everything just right. Because you may be feeling like you're under scrutiny. Who's scrutinizing you? Is it a parent? Is it your spouse? Is it a boss? I don't know, but you may feel like I got to do it just right, because you may feel like somebody's looking over your shoulder, or you're getting critiqued in some way. Maybe you're getting an employee evaluation from the year of 2025. Maybe it's happening at work and they're evaluating you, giving you a performance review in January of 2026. But it's a feeling of like, you got to get everything just right. You may feel like, I get mixed feelings. If this is not you, this earth sign person, it's not your sun, moon, or rising, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, it's somebody that you may feel like they're doing things or saying things that are annoying to you in January. There is a feeling of coming from this earth sign person toward you, like, you better be careful. So it is somebody, again, I go back to, I really feel like they're evaluating you, or, looking over your shoulder, and this is making you feel like, you, in the old time phrase, you've got to watch your P's and Q's. Make sure you dot all your I's and cross all your T's and get everything just right. This could also be, it could be the same person, or it could be a different person that's going to bound in unexpectedly. So like maybe you're not expecting an evaluation or an end of year review, or somebody looking over your shoulder. They may bound in unexpectedly, but it could also be somebody that comes unexpectedly to visit you, to meet you, like stay with you or visit you. I feel like the thing you want from this earth sign person the most in January is tolerance. You want this Queen of Pentacles, earth sign person to be tolerant, and probably toward you. I feel like they want you to show up, be present, do things like in a perfect sense. If you're dating this person, they may be very, what is that phrase called? High maintenance. They may be high maintenance and they expect a lot out of you, is the feeling I get. I feel like you have trepidation about them. You may even have a little tiny fear about them. Even though you may not want to admit that, I do get trepidation and some fear. So you could be like worried or, maybe paranoid, but I don't know. I get that trepidation and fear energy you may have from you going toward them. The next card in your reading, see, it's a work card. So this very well could be a boss or a business owner or a manager or a supervisor for some of you. Because look at your next card, you have Seven of Pentacles, which is being tired and exhausted of your hard work and efforts, but gaining financial gain and rewards from your hard work and effort. It's like things coming to fruition for you. It could even be investments, money. It doesn't just have to be work or business. You may have situated yourself in a position where you have a lot of work to do. You may have gotten yourself backed into a corner, or you may feel like clients and customers are backing you into a corner, or deadlines you have to meet for work, or expectations coming from a potential owner, manager, supervisor, or boss has backed you into a corner. You may be thinking like, I need to possibly spend more money, but work less. So if there's some, you got to figure out how's that going to go. Maybe it's in investments, things you want to do with your financial portfolio or picture, or investments or stocks or crypto or whatever. You may want to spend more money in a business also. But because you want to spend more money, you may not be as upset about spending more money, but you definitely want to work less. Some of you could have a really good idea that if you get it going and implement it, could bring in great financial success. If you don't own your own business or are not self-employed, I feel like you may be heading in that direction. It feels like you're going to figure out, you're going to get that together. Now, do you start the business in January? For some of you, yes. For some of you, it's going to happen later. But I do see some of you like being on your own, self-employed, or owning your own business, and I feel it's going to be successful. You're going to, here's money coming in for you. I feel like if you're good with money or strategies, like strategizing, I hear my guides are telling me your strategies are starting to work in January. Some of you, your finances really get raised up, uplifted. You may even get a promotion or a raise is possible here as well. Yeah, you definitely are thinking about how hard you work and wanting to see increase in your income. That comes up here. So those thoughts are in your head. It's what my guides are telling me. So the next card in your reading, Leo, is the Four of Swords, which is a pause, a resting phase, a meditative state, a recuperation from an illness. It could also indicate prayer. Some of you are getting ready to go on a vacation. You may be doing the vacation in January, or in January you could be, setting it up, planning it. You may be feeling like, I don't want to forget how to enjoy life. You may feel like you work too much. Maybe you had to do a lot of push before the holidays of work and business related things. And now it's like, whew, I got through that rush of the push of that season and all the work it entailed, and now I'm going to rest. If you've had trouble with your blood pressure, I get that your blood pressure is going to be lowered. So that's good. Because I get blood pressure lowers. You may have think in January, like, I forgot how much trouble all that was. And that could have been like, baking cookies, making holiday meals, putting up all the decorations, having to do all the Christmas shopping, wrapping all the presents. Could also have to do with if the business you own or the company you work for, there could be a lot of work involved around the holidays. So a combination of things I hear the collective consciousness of Leo going, I forgot about how much work this was. So to me, that feels like it has to do with all that you had to do in November and December. I hear you're going to catch up on your sleep. And you may want to spend time out in nature and in the sun. So you could be going to vacation someplace where it's warm, sunny, where you can fall asleep on a beach or in a lounge chair, lie out in the sun, or maybe that you live in that kind of climate, or it's that kind of climate for you in January. It's surely not where I live, but or if you, like I said, you could be taking a vacation to a place like that, because I do get you needing sun, lying out in the sun, and catching a snooze, like napping in the sun. If you have an old wound or injury, it could act up in January, and so you may need it to be looked at, or take some kind of medication, or get acupuncture or acupressure or something else, or a natural remedy you could take. I don't know, whatever you normally do. But there could be some old injury, a cut, a wound, someplace that had surgery that could flare up and act up for you. And you may be like, I need acupuncture, or I need medication, or I better go, or some kind of heating pads or some kind of treatment you could take to help you. So before I go on to cards number 4 and 5, I just want to let you know here, Leo, that it is the time of year that I record the big love readings for 2026 for singles and couples for each sign of the zodiac. They are available on Vimeo and my Patreon shop. You might want to get your sun sign or rising sign or your moon sign or a combination, but I want to let you know that I've had people write me over the years and tell me their moon sign and their Venus sign has resonated with them in the love readings. But I can't say that would be the case for you. I don't know, but I'm passing it along in case you know your Venus sign and you want to check it out. So something to consider. Now, also, my New Year 2026 10-card Celtic Cross Psychic Tarot readings for each sign of the zodiac are also available. You might want to get your sun sign and your rising sign in those videos, but whatever normally resonates with you on my YouTube and Rumble readings, you may want to, if you just want to get one video and not get a combination, I recommend you go by that. Also, for more insight and messages and predictions for the new year of 2026, you can get my New Year 2026 Psychic Crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac. They are also available on Patreon and Vimeo. And if you want more insight about January, this month, you can get my Psychic Crystal readings for January 2026. They are a continuation of the Psychic Tarot readings like I'm doing right here, right now, for January. So you may want to check them out if you want to see what other messages my guides have for you about this month. I want to thank you for purchasing these videos, because without you, this channel that you're watching right now wouldn't be able to keep going. So thank you for your purchases. All the links are down below in the description box, in the Show More section under this video, and you can also get them on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. The links for these videos on Patreon and Vimeo are there. So now on to card number 4, you have the 6 of Pentacles. And this is a card that symbolizes giving charitably, generously, and freely to others. It could also be receiving charity and generosity from others. It can also indicate the balance of give and take, or also financial success coming to you in the future. Some of you may be thinking about setting up an account for one of your kids or grandkids, or a trust fund, or some kind of retirement fund for yourself. And there's all this like investigations about it, looking at all the ins and outs, the pros and cons on which to choose. So I get you looking at that. You may also be setting up some kind of banking or personal accounts or business accounts, especially if you're going to start your own business, and you may need to set up like any systems that deal with accounts payable and accounts receivable. You could take a long shot, my guides say, and give someone a chance and give them some money to do a specific job for you that, like maybe you know somebody that's in need of money, but they have a special skill that would be useful to you, and you give them money and you're like hoping they do a good job, but you're giving them the job to kind of help them out. Some of you are going to attend a fundraiser or a fundraising event, or if you have your own business or company, you may create a fundraiser for some kind of charity or individuals. This could be a month where you get a loan. If you have applied for a loan, this is the month where you could get it. You could also be going over a lot of financial information with an accountant or a bookkeeper or a financial advisor in regard to taxes and how you're going to set up, like what kind of schedule of taxes, you know, I don't know. I think there's like Schedule A, Schedule B. What schedule are you going to do? I don't know, but that also is floating around this card. If you are a beneficiary of a trust fund or some kind of, could be an inheritance, but it's coming up like a trust fund for you. You may be able to access money that was in some kind of trust, or I don't know if there's another word for a type of account that's like a trust, but it could be something like that. Now you can access the money from that somebody set up for you in the past. So the last card in your reading for January 2026, Leo, is the 3 of Rods. This is waiting patiently for success to come in, letting go of something so success can come to you. You could also be at the beginning phases of a successful business venture or endeavor. Like I said earlier in your reading, some of you are starting up a business or a company in January or soon. And I feel like you're really doing your research and you're really educating yourself about the right way and the wrong way of doing things in regard to that. If you do email blasts or promotions, you might really be pushing your email blasts and promotions right now if you're trying to gain more traction, get more business, bring attention to what you're doing. And I feel like you're learning, I hear learning from the master. So Somebody you know, it could have been a friend or a relative or an old boss or a spouse to you or a significant other, is like you've either watched them over the years and you've learned from them, or they could be guiding you right now. You could be, you could have learned over the years, or you could be watching them right now, and it's going to be helpful to you in setting things up. Some of you are going to take a risk and a chance by buying some type of equipment that could be expensive. It may be complex. It could take you a while to figure out. It could also take you a while to pay it off. I do feel like it has value, and I do feel like it brings some kind of improvement for you. It could even have to do with security, alarm systems, cameras. It could have to do with that. Not all of you, but for some of you, that could be what's linked up here. If you forgot how to do something or handle something, it's going to come back to you. Something you forgot, and you're like, I forgot how to do that. Like you knew it before, you forgot it, but now it's going to come back to you and you're going to remember it in January. I get you talking to a lot of new people. This could be new clients and customers, but it could also be friends. And I get gossip around you. So either the people you're going to be around are going to be gossiping and you're listening to it, or you could be in the intermixing of the gossip itself. You could be involved in the gossip. And if you own a business, or if, maybe even in your own personal life, if there are things in your life that aren't making you money or are costing you too much money, you're going to get rid of them. You're going to get, like, if you have a business and there are things that are not paying for you, giving you money, giving you financial gain, you're going to discontinue them. If you have things in your home that you're like, this is costing me too much money and I don't use it that much, or this subscription service or that, whatever it is, you're going to start weeding those things out. So the best gemstone crystal I got for Leos to work with, use, and wear in the month of January 2026, and just to let you know, Gemini also got it, is Amazonite. And Amazonite is a stone of truth, hope, and flow. It brings clarity and calm. It dispels negative energy and can protect from the electromagnetic frequencies. Amazonite has great healing abilities, and it's associated with luck, overall success, and money. You're going to figure out and come across new methods, new techniques, and new ways of doing things. If that's you, Amazonite's going to help you with that. Direct you, help you notice the right things, discover the right things. If you feel like you've been emotionally overwrought, been around too many people that have been negative about you, to you, or just negative people, or anybody that's hurt your feelings, this is going to help you with that. This gemstone will help smooth that over, alleviate those negative energies and negative issues. If you're going through a phase where you're starting to question a lot of things, could be maybe you're questioning things going on out in the world, on the world stage, or in your own personal life, it's a gemstone that's going to help you find the answers you seek. So carrying this or wearing it could be really helpful to you in January. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscribing, and for sharing this video with others. It does help this channel grow, and I do truly appreciate it. And if you would like to get any of my special videos that I record on very specific topics, bringing you more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides, you can get them on my Vimeo on-demand videos and also on my Patreon shop. I've created a list you can read here on this slide. They are also linked below in this video, in the description box, and on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. So I hope you all have absolutely amazing energy and a great month of January 2026. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.